Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Call Elohim La.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and teaching them well. Peace and salutations be told for the elect. All right, we're the brothers coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. All right, today we're going to be getting in on the topic nukes, the destruction, man. We're going into the destruction of Esau, Edom, destruction of 2/3, the destruction of these wicked-ass heathens and all those that oppress Israel. All right, today is going to be going into that thermonuclear fire, man. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to grab some scriptures and get right into it. It's going to be straight to the point, man.
That's right. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, start at verse 12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Now, this is the plague that's going to come upon these heathens, man, that have played a part in afflicting Israel, man. Throughout time, man, you had these other nations that have afflicted Israel as a whole, man, okay? And the Lord said, this is the plague that's going to come upon them, okay? A great destruction is going to play upon these heathens, man. And the scripture says, bringing it back, Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." So if you know these heathens that played a part in enslaving us and putting us in captivity, this is what's going to come upon them, man. You know, they ain't going to get away scot-free. You see, they ain't going to get away with the things they have done to the apple of the Lord's eye. You see, but continue, it says,
even our own people, man, can be likened to heathens because of that Gentile mindset, man. All right, because the Lord coming back for his elect. Scriptures say not all Israel love Israel, man. All right, so when the Lord comes and that curse is going to be upon the heathen, it's going to also be upon the wicked of our people, man.
Yeah, we'll grab that too. It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes." So for giving you a visual, if you ever seen that movie, what was it, Terminator 2, where Sarah Connor was holding the fence, you can see that her face and everything and her flesh was being consumed away while she was holding onto that fence. Well, like unto that same visual, this is going to come upon the plagues, upon the heathen, okay, for their wicked doings towards Israel. And even like the brother said, you know, the wickedness that even Israel played a part in, man. You see, the wicked Israelites, man, who don't want to get right. But mainly these heathens are going to feel the full effect of what happens to, you know, when you touch the apple of the Lord's eye. You see, their face, everything's going to be melted away, man. You see, and that's horrifying. But that's the judgment of Yahweh Shai. And everybody's going to have to pay the price that they have sold. Okay, especially when you have touched the peculiar ones. Okay, go ahead.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 and verse 11. "And he hath given it," so like you, I'll start at verse 10. Verse 9, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, say, a sword is sharpened and is also furbished." Mm-hmm. That's what we are doing. We're prophesying, saying a sword is sharpened and furbished too. Okay? Where the actual topic today is that a sword is being sharpened, man.
That's right.
It says, "It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter."
And you have where Esau is doing that so. Okay, because he have, you know, the scripture goes into which we're going to grab it, the smith that blows the coals. Okay, these scientists, man, the moderated scientists that's playing a part in creating these, the destruction that's going to come upon his own head, man. You see, and Esau's playing a huge part in doing it by you know, sharpening his sword. See, as he's getting ready to sharpen his sword to do massive destruction, he's doing it ultimately upon his own self. You see? But this is what's going to ultimately occur over time, which we are telling you, you know, throughout these videos and throughout going out to the highways and hedges, man. That wasn't on that?
I know I got more.
Okay, calm.
Let me grab this stuff.
Calm. So being said, man, you know, it's massive destruction is going to come. The ultimate plague, them thermonuclear missiles, man, are going to hit ground zero in here in America. In other places, but mainly here in America. America's going to be ultimately wiped away, man. It's going to be a straight desert land. Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. So what? They were planning on possibly eradicating Jacob, man. You know, with these damn nuclear missiles, man. Or eradicating their enemies with these nuclear missiles, man. But guess what? These Edomites, they never expected to be taking themselves out with these nuclear missiles. Because when Esau started making these missiles, guess what? The other nations started making these missiles as well.
Yep.
They say, okay, because you got nukes, we're going to harbor nukes as well, man. So now Esau's own creation, the thing that he came up with, which really the Lord created through him, you're going to grab that, it's going to be used against him, man. So his own foot, the net that he made, the snare and trap that he made, his own foot going to be taken in, man.
That's right. That's why you have it like the brothers mentioning how these other nations, you know, they building their military and their missiles. Who's supplying them right now? Russia. You see, Putin is giving all these little mini-me's nuclear missiles ultimately for the perfect timing, man. Yahweh Shema Shai letting the spirit be where they gonna shoot them nukes from one side to another, man.
Let the weak say I am strong.
Yeah.
Because these little weak nations are getting armed with nuclear missiles now. It's like having when you look at a midget, you got all these buff dudes, and you see a midget, okay, but he's the only one that got the gun in the room, man. Okay, that gun makes him more mightier than all these fucking mighty men.
Right.
You know, because he can, in an instant, it's over. You know, that's what Esau has come down to when he got these nuclear missiles. It says, I guess, let me finish this up right here.
Go ahead.
The Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. The Gayan Salah. So the wicked is snared in the works of his own hands, man. Esau, this is the work of Esau's hands. He thought this is going to come through for him in the end, but it's actually going to be his death and his destruction. His own demise was created by his hands, man.
That's right. You know, Esau, you know, in his words, in his mind, he like, I'm doing this for my own benefit. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to rule over, because he has a God complex mindset. You see, he wants to rule over everything, and that includes him taking all the military things and binding it up in one to make it where nothing that will come against him will be able to prevail. But you have it where the Lord said, what? You can do nothing against the truth before the truth. So according to prophecy, according to the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're going to do nothing but what's destined to happen. And Esau's going to do what he got to do on the left-hand side, ultimately to destroy his own self. You see? I got to finish that up. In Zechariah chapter 14, reading again from the top, verse 12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai will smite all the people that fought, just like that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So that ultimate judgment is going to do massive destruction to those ones who have fought against Jerusalem. You see? And that's horrifying, as I said before, because see, when you touch the apple of the Lord's eye, all right, you are making a huge mistake. And all these nations have made a huge mistake, man. Okay? Because the Lord has allowed these certain things to play along. Okay, and you know these other nations, like, man, well, he's not gonna do nothing. You know, they're the weakest link right now. You know, they're not gonna ever come back up. Well, that's what they're despised at, man. You know, that's where they're misled at, because see, the Lord has things set up according to His will, and ultimately, Scripture says, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. You see, so there's gonna be an outcome of a greater reward by going through all these things we're going through, man, and of that is seeing the destruction of the enemy, man. You see?
You had Esau thinks that as long as he keeps Jacob in wickedness, the Lord ain't gonna come and save them, man. But little does he know, the Lord is actually waking up a righteous remnant, man. You know, He's waking up His elect, and that's all that is needed to be saved. So the Lord has actually got Uno reverse card on Esau, man. You know, because right. Esau thinking that he got Jacob in wickedness. He thinking that the Lord ain't gonna come back, ain't gonna never come back for him because he got them in wickedness. But the Lord has got the majority of Jacob being deceived by Esau, so Esau can think, okay, I got it. But he doesn't know about the, you know, the elect rising up, man, that small number, the remnant, you know. But guess what? Eventually he gonna find out. He gonna try to come down with great wrath. By the time he realizes how many of the elect has already been woken, he gonna try to come down with great wrath. It's gonna be too late, man.
And see, okay, and seeing that, you know, ultimately, Esau, even if he even knows certain things of what's going on, he can't do nothing really he can't really do nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know, because why? He is in a messed up predicament.
Yeah.
He can only do so much. You see, ultimately, the Lord controls what goes down on the earth, man. And see, Esau has it where his days are determined, man. You know, speaking in Job, roughly paraphrasing Job 14:5 or 5:14, one or the other. 14:5. You know, Esau has limit. He has a limit on his movement, I should say. He can't even go. He can't even search the depths of the heavens, man. He can't even search the depths of the sea. So how much more when he, you know, think he's going to be able to prevail a bit against the Lord's elect men, which we hope through the Spirit probably about Shema Shai that we be of that elect. You see?
Yeah.
So he's limited to doing his works, man. You know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Back you up. Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So he's in like brother said, he's in a tough position. He's in a hard predicament to where anything he does is just going to only further his destruction. It's only going to, if he tries to save himself from his impending doom, it's going to hasten his impending doom, man.
Exactly.
All right, he's going to try to, what should we do? Bring in a new currency? Bring in a new television show to shut them all up and set off frequencies? Everything he tries to do is going to hasten his impending doom, man. It's going to bring the fall of his kingdom faster, man. It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, so he's trying to make deals and shit. He's trying to make deals with other countries, but these countries that are all now backing away from the dollar. You know, you just had it where it came out. They say more and more countries are dropping the U.S. dollar, man, as their main currency, man. I think they say you just had Indonesia do it. Okay, so you got the BRICS, but now the BRICS ain't just BRICS no more. Those are just the major nations that already dropped the dollar, but it's multiple nations now. They said over 25 nations about, man, has dropped the U.S. dollar. Okay, they plan on dropping the U.S. dollar. Okay, next year there's gonna be a whole new currency in the world, man. It's gonna be because when you got that America, Babylon has had the main currency. They have the most popular currency, man, the dominating currency.
Right.
But whichever nation has that dominating currency is going to dominate the world. And America ain't got that no more, man. They losing it, and they're trying to figure out how to hold on to it so they can come out with this MOTB. And then what's that going to lead to? Nuclear missiles, man.
That's right, because what Esau is, he's losing his structure. He's losing his hold on these other nations, man. He's losing that grip.
Yeah.
You see? And see, when you don't got enough grip on something, eventually it starts to slip away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau, his ways of his his ways of his philosophies and his democracies and things like that, man. They're starting to slowly wake up out of that shit. You know, they're slowly be like, what the fuck? You know, is America effing us or are we effing ourselves? And right now they're starting to point the finger at America. Yep. You know, so everybody's starting to come to their common sense, okay, and say to hell with them, man.
Yeah.
And what's not going to happen, like this brother says, it's going to be brought to attention where Esau's going to have to bring out some new extravagant thing to reverse that mindset of what choosing that way. That's others are choosing to go around. You see, and that's why he's going to bring that MO to the B, man. Okay, the RFID to the C hub. And that's him going to try to deceive the world, man.
When he is about to fill his belly, okay, when he bring out the MOTB, he's going to make it look like he saved America. He's going to make it look like America's safe. Esau's rulership is safe. We're back on top once again. It says, when he is about to fill his belly.
Yup, and his system, you know, the NWO, you know, trying to establish all these things. Go ahead.
When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
That's right.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So while he in the midst of sea hipping everybody, man, you know, the Lord gonna rain it down on him. He gonna think he got everybody. He ain't gonna get the elect, man.
That's right.
He ain't gonna get the elect. You don't think he got everybody? He gonna get 2/3 Jake. All right.
Hey, Esau gonna think he's gonna be able to fulfill his enterprise.
Yep.
His NWO, the new world currency, new this, new that. He think he's gonna fulfill it to his peak, but he ain't, man. We're gonna show him otherwise.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to do what he wanna do ultimately, man.
Yep.
You see, that's why the Lord is shortening the days, okay, for his elect, man. I got that right quick if I can. You got more on that?
Let me finish this.
Come, it's lucky.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So imagine a man running the field, like you had like a lion scheme or some shit, and they come out there with an arrow. He's trying to run and get away, and the arrow strike his ass through his back, man. That's gonna be America. That's gonna be Babylon. You know, he's not gonna escape the judgment the Lord has prepared for him. So go ahead.
It's like you ever seen that movie Troy?
Yeah.
And you see the movie Troy when the dude was running, and the dude had I think it was a spear. He was like, he stopped back. He was, and he, hey,
that's how they gonna get. That's how the Lord gonna get Babylon.
Yeah.
Man. You know, with these nuclear missiles, man.
Yep. But
and that's funny because we see it as nuclear missiles and fucking catastrophic things, but the Lord just sees it as a few other people throwing fucking bows at one person.
Right.
You know, because the Lord's power is omnipotent.
Right.
You know,
beyond this world.
He's very great and beyond us, man. So we, as the things that are little to Him, are great unto us, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. I got that. That was on that. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there shall be no flesh. It's like there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, you know, man, if it wasn't for the Lord, you know, shortening the days for the elect, all right, Esau would completely devour this place, man.
Yeah.
Okay, wickedness will prevail at its highest. All right, everything will be completely brought to its complete utter destruction, man. But the Lord is shortening those days for His elect. And see, this is what's making that pressure on that fire underneath Esau's ass, because he's running out of time. That's why in Revelation 12:12 say, Salaki, it slipped my mind, man. Pretty much then it's yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a short time. That's right. So Esau got a short time. So as he knowing that, he's gonna speed up the process on his own end, and he's gonna make messed up decisions.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to know what to do. She's gonna be scrambling.
Yeah, because he's backed into a corner.
Because he's backed into a corner like a wild dog with rabies.
Yeah.
You know?
He's gonna bite.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready to attack, man.
He's gonna bite everybody.
And guess what? Esau coming down having great wrath, okay, is gonna make him lash out like a wild animal.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna tap into those devilish ways. You see, and all this gonna lead to this destruction to America. Okay? See, Esau doing all this, and he's gonna do all these things, but ultimately his end is gonna be nuclear missiles and fire, man. And going to slavery.
Yeah.
You see? And these other heathens and nations that have played a part, they gonna feel the same effect. When Esau started on his ass first, he gonna get the worst, man.
Yeah.
You know?
When you put pressure on something, you see the true integrity of it. That's why when you put pressure on, the rocks and coils, diamonds come out. You know, you put pressure on gold. You know, all the dirt falls off, but the gold is still there, man.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to put pressure on Esau as he's going to show you his true destructive ways, man.
Yeah, his way of him being accustomed to wickedness, accustomed to evil doing.
Yep. Because you got to sugarcoat it right now.
Yeah.
It's sticking right now. You can't tell this man is the son of perdition. You can't tell he's a super destructive. He's the damn the demon of all hell, man.
Right.
You can't tell until the Lord puts that fire on his ass, and then he gonna come out with it. Like brother say, back to a corner. He just gonna unleash all wrath, man.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna attack everybody. He ain't sparing nothing.
That's right. I got a precept. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven."
Day cometh that shall burn as an oven. It's fucking hot, man. You can't sit and chill in the oven. You can't just get you a fucking Gatorade or a high C and chill in the oven.
Right.
No, you gotta get out of the oven, man. Or your ass ain't gonna make it. You're gonna be a fucking roasted turkey.
When you think about it, being in the oven, it's meant to go at a certain temperature.
Yeah.
It's meant to get hot. It's not meant to get cold.
Yeah.
It's meant to be hot, heat. You see?
Yep, this was created for it.
Mhm.
Just to heat up.
And America, this place here is going to be a thriving oven, man.
Yeah. When you ever work in a fucking warehouse, you know, you got the sun outside and you got the fans blowing.
Right.
But it's so fucking hot that the fan's blowing hot air. You can't escape the heat no matter what, man. So you just got to keep constantly drinking water. But guess what? That's what's going to be in America, man. It's going to be a complete lake of fire. The scriptures say the atmosphere going to melt, man. The fucking air going to melt. You're going to be breathing in fucking flames, man. Okay, you're going to try to breathe, huff and puff. You're going to be breathing in fucking hot smoke, burning your lungs from the inside out while you're burning on the outside in, man.
Continuing, and all the poor, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
It's lucky you got like a sauna. Shit, we about to, you know, me and the brother about to hit the gym after this lesson. I'm gonna go sit in the sauna, man. Sauna is a hot room, a heat room. It's created to just generate heat and make you sweat. You know, and you ain't gonna escape that heat unless you leave the room, man. That's what Babylon's gonna be. You ain't gonna be able to escape that fire unless you leave Babylon. The only way you're gonna be able to leave Babylon is through chariots, man. These niggas say that they can get a fucking plane ticket over there to Dubai and be safe over there, but the Lord gonna grab your ass up and beat your ass, man. You still gonna feel some form of fucking all the Lord's all wrath, man, almighty wrath, man.
That's right. It said the poor and the wickedly shall be stubble, man. So that means everything that you see here that's moving in that same like stead mindset, okay, that vibration, it's going to be stubble, man. It's going to be brought to its complete utterness. All right? It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh host, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So that's going to completely, those nuclear missiles, when they touch ground zero, that's going to completely utterly destroy everything to the roots, man. Okay? When you think about a tree, it has branches, it has sprouts. Okay, and it has sprouted from the seed. Well, the Lord's gonna get down to the itty bitty, man, the roots of it. And like you said, the proud and the wickedly, man. When you see this place is thriving in proudness and wickedness, man. Everything that you see, it has some type of thriving, wicked, or prideful spirit from it. Okay, these wicked that rule the earth today promote these things daily. And see, as the scripture says, these things. For this the seed of wickedness is gonna pollute the whole earth, you know, to where it's gonna pretty much. I'm gonna grab it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it because I want to butcher it, but pretty much it's gonna get to the point where the Lord's gonna have to destroy this place, man. You got it.
You said wickedness exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah, if you can. It's in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5, I believe. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 15. And verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
For wickedness, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. You see, this wickedness is continuing to pollute the whole earth, man.
Yeah.
More and more and more, we see something wicked every day.
Yeah.
And like the Lord said, He's gonna bring death, destruction, famine, all these things. A plague. One of those great plagues is gonna be those nuclear missiles, man. You see, ultimately the Lord's gonna destroy this place with thermonuclear missiles, man. Continue.
And the Lord said, heaven is his throne and the earth is his footstool, man. So when you see a little bit dirt on your footstool, you're gonna want to clean it up. You know, the Lord, you gotta remember, the Lord is an almighty king, king of kings. Okay? He got a footstool, earth the footstool, and it's got some dirt on it, man. That's Esau Edom, that's the wicked. Okay, you're gonna clean it using what? Fire. You know, you use your cleaning agents like bleach, Fabuloso, whatever. Well, water and fire is purifying agents. The Lord used water to clean the earth before of its wickedness, man. Now He's about to use fire to clean the earth of its wickedness, man. Okay, those are both purifying agents. So what? That's gonna cleanse the earth from the wickedness.
That's right. It's gonna purify it of its impurities. See, and everything here is completely unclean and disgraceful, man.
Defiled.
Defiled. Go ahead.
It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. So we're in a very wicked time, man. Okay, and seeing these things, man, the Lord's gonna bring great destruction upon this place. All right, that wasn't on that. I got one. Come on.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Taman, which is what? The Germans, man. Because the Germans were the ones that came up with these nukes. Those are the scientists, those are the smart men of Edom, Esau Edom, and the wise men of Esau Edom. Okay? You got that new movie that just came out.
Abraham?
Yeah, something along those lines. Arm and Hammer or some shit, man. Where they were talking about how they created the nukes.
Yeah, Arm Hammer.
Yeah, and the guy is just fucking. The guy has a German name. These are Germans, so these guys know what the fuck they did, man. You know, the scriptures don't lie, man. The scriptures speak for itself. All right. The Germans are the wise men of Esau Edom, and the Lord say what? And thy mighty men, O Taman, shall be dismayed. When we grab the blue letter for the word dismayed, it goes into what? A primitive root to tremble inwardly. Okay, so these guys are going to be, they're going to tremble inwardly, man. They're going to be very afraid. Okay, because what? They came up with this. Even the guy in the movie said, I have created, somewhere along the lines of I have created a destroyer. I've created the thing that's going to end the world.
Yep.
And he was like, pretty much, going inside, he regretted creating that thing, man. Even the guy that came up with the MOTB, the C-hit, he said he regretted coming up with that. Because what? These guys were realizing that it was already written down over 2,000 years ago that they were going to bring these things out. They didn't know they would be the ones to do it, okay? But it was, how you doing? They didn't know they'd be the ones to do it. But guess what? They did it, man. And then they didn't realize it until after it was done. Just like a demon comes upon you, and you don't realize what was done until after. Okay, it's the same thing with these guys. The Lord put a spirit on them to create this nukes, the MOTB. There was a spirit on them causing all these things, man.
That's right.
It says alarmed or agitated. It says affrighted, troubled. So these guys are going to be affrighted and troubled, man. We're finishing this up. It says, and thy mighty men, O Taman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Because what? They're going to be terribly afraid. Because what? The Lord, they know that the Lord is about to make their ass extinct, man. He's going to give them that thorough judgment of fire. And then 1,000 years of slavery and hardcore bondage. Guess what? You're going to get done away with, man.
And when you think about it too, man, when you even look at it from a visual point of stance, just looking at what happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. All right, in those areas, you see the massive destruction of just something on a smaller level, of missiles, man. Okay,
that was an atom bomb.
Atom bomb.
They say a nuclear missile get 151 times stronger than an atom bomb, man.
That's right, and you have these missiles where missiles are hotter than the sun, man. 2 times hotter than the sun. So how much more massive destruction is going to be brought to this place, man? What's it? 200 million? Okay, overkill, man. All right.
Well, imagine the atom bomb twice as strong, except not just twice as strong, 151 times stronger, man. What Putin say? They say they got Satan 2 missiles.
Oh yeah.
They say all you need is 4 of them to wipe out the U.S. completely. Okay, what he say you do is create a radioactive tsunami. Okay, on the east side and the west side of America, and flood the whole fucking shit, man.
Damn.
With radiation-fueled waves of water, man. Water gonna be hot as shit. Gonna boiling hot water with radiation in it, man.
That's right.
He said that's all it takes. But guess what? That's not gonna be the end of Babylon. The end of Babylon is gonna be done with. Babylon's gonna be done in by 200 million nuclear missiles.
Overkill. And I got that Isaiah 54:16.
Yeah, because their end isn't to flood. It's already flooded. The Lord flooded the earth in the beginning. Okay, but the Lord said He ain't gonna,
flood the earth anymore.
He ain't gonna kill a great number of people by flooding anymore, man. Majority of the earth by flooding anymore, man. Okay, it's going to be fire this time. That's really you call it. Shalom, you call it.
Shalom, so grabbing Isaiah 54 and verse 16, behold, I have corrected the smith.
That's praise the Spirit.
Oh, you had it? It says Isaiah 54 verse 16, behold, I have corrected the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
So the Lord's created the smith. I actually posted something on Instagram the other day, and I was like, this is the work of the Lord. And they said, this ain't the work of the, well, it was like a fire, it was about a fire in Maui, no, a fire in Turkey. I said, this is the work of the Lord. You know, you had people in the comment section, this ain't the work of the Lord, this is the work of men, the work of men's hands, the work of the governments, okay, because what? They try to instantly seem good by putting it on themselves, okay, which really is their fucking fault, but the Lord had done it. These fires didn't come, the powers that be didn't come because the Lord, you know, on their own. They came because the Lord ordained them, man.
Well, you have it where the Lord say He create evil and good, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's a balance with it, man.
Shall there be evil in the city and the
And
Lord
then
has
not done it? Exactly. You see, so you got these people, man, who are bird brains, man. You know, they don't really know what's going on, man. And with that, you know, just really at this point, we leave them to be bird brains, man. Because what do they know? You know, they don't. At the end of the day, man, the Lord's in control of everything, man. Yeah. And when you look at it from, you know, through the Spirit, pray out by Shema Shai, just seeing things that happen like that just knows that we at the end of this thing, man. Whether it be a small matter or great, you see.
Yeah. But so they come to you and say, the Lord didn't do this, man did this. The scripture right here says, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, man.
That's right. It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Of nuclear missiles. He's bringing forth an instrument for his work, which is those nuclear missiles, man. Because you got to think about it. These, we call about the scripture too. We'll read that in a minute. You got to think about it, man. These nuclear missiles are catastrophic destructions. Anything that's catastrophic, it can't just be simply made. The Lord had to have a hand in this, man. The Lord has a hand in everything. From the smallest thing to the greatest thing. Scripture say, be not ignorant of any matter, great nor small.
Yeah.
So the Lord has had his hand in everything. Okay, these nuclear missiles are coming straight from the scripture say, they're going to be bathed in heaven, man. Alright? I mean, the nuclear missiles are going to come up, they're going to go over the clouds and get bathed in heaven. That's when the demons are going to jump on the motherfuckers, man. And they're going to hit their target. That's when they're going to start dodging the air defense and shit, man. Right. You know? They all every one of them going to hit their mark. The scripture say they should not break their ranks, man.
That's right. It says, I'll read up a little bit. In that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
The waster to destroy, man. Okay, what's going to waste this place? Thermonuclear missiles. Thermonuclear fire. Okay, this place is going to be wasted away by nukes. But the Lord has done, the Lord has created that, man. You can't give the credit to Esau Edom. It's the Lord's credit. Just like you can't give the credit to Esau Edom about the MOTB. That's the Lord's credit, man.
That's right. Hey, the Lord's going to bring ICBM thermonuclear missiles upon this place, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Okay? These missiles are going to be shot from one end to another, come through the defensive barrier and hit ground zero, man. It's wiping out everything. Yeah. Okay, like a fig tree being shaken on a windy day, and the ground having a thumping sound. That like apples hitting the ground, unright. Yeah, thud. Like, doo, 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 you know.
You finished that?
God.
Your call got a scripture in commentary. It says, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with war was fought hand to hand combat, swords in hands, shields and bucklers in hands, man. Okay, but this one ain't gonna be no fucking hand-to-hand combat. It's gonna be missile-to-missile combat, man. This war is gonna be fought from one guy pressing a button on one side of the earth to another guy pressing a button on the other side of the earth, man. and it's going to be straight flames. Okay, you ain't going to have to put a sword through a guy. The new sword is going to be a nuclear missile. That's going to be the sword piercing through a whole fucking continent, man.
That's right. I got one more precept.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter. Let's see. 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord Yahushua will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise." So that day gonna come like a thief in the night, man. That destruction, where this place gonna be utterly destroyed, man. It's gonna come like unexpected, like a thief when he enters your house. He's not making no sounds. He's not trying to make it where you are aware of what's going on.
You ain't gonna be alarmed, notified.
Not one thing. He trying to get in there and get out. Well, guess what? The Lord gonna come into this place like a thief in the night. That's gonna catch everyone off unexpectedly, man. Great destruction gonna come upon this place, and massively, millions of people are gonna be destroyed by it. You see?
Well, you don't know the thief is in your house until you wake up and you got a gun pointed in your face, and you saying, "Give me everything you got. Where's the money?" That's the Lord. That's how the Lord pulling up.
Somebody, Salakia brothers, well, when it was still rolling, but it was a dude, DDG, who was sleeping, and he got slapped unexpectedly, and somebody came literally into his house recording and smacked the man and left out. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing about it, man.
He was out.
Yeah, he was.
I believe it was a skit. They said it was a skit, but
Yeah.
But the whole fucking method of it is what the Lord gonna break in.
Yeah.
Slap fucking fire out of Esau ass, man. You gonna slap fire out of all y'all motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and you heard the smacking in the video. He said,
Yeah.
"Pow!"
Bah.
Woke his ass up out of his sleep, man. Ruined him. They robbed him of a good night's sleep.
Right. Hey, it's gonna rob a lot of these people, man. Thinking they're gonna have another day to do what they want to do wickedly.
You get those on that?
A little bit more. It says, can you keep an eye out on that page? Oh, again. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord Yahushua Shai will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And everything that you see, man, is made out of some type of element, man. Okay, when you was in school, you had a periodic table. You know, even us, we made out of elements, man. So the Lord said everything's gonna melt with fervent heat.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, everything's gonna be brought down to its stubble. Everything will be brought down to its utterly little bits, man.
Well, scripture say, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire, because everything that cometh from the earth is going to fail when it feels that fire, man. You ever see anything that you burn, it always burns, because the earth faileth when it feels the fire. And we are of the earth, earthy, man. You know, we got these terrestrial bodies. Everything that's in the earth comes from the earth. Because in the beginning, it was just fucking greenery and water. And you got all this shit out of that, man. You know? So it's going to burn.
It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So everything is going to be burned up, man. All the works that you see, everything that Esau's put into the hands of works, actually that Jahab put the works into, man. Because we built this place off of, you know, our labors and being whipped and shit, man. But everything that Esau takes pleasure in his kingdom is going to be put to his utter destruction. You see? And Esau going to go into fucking slavery, man, for 1,000 years. He's gonna build up the kingdom of heaven, man. He's gonna polish the floors. You know? Hey, Esau gonna get what he deserved. You know? I got one more scripture. You got anything else?
Yeah, got tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead. You got it, man. I'll scroll over this.
There's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 37 in the GNT. It says, the coming of the Son of Man will be like what happened in the time of Noah. In the days before the flood, people ate and drank, men and women married, up to the very day Noah went into the boat, which is the ark, It says, yet they did not realize what was happening until the flood came and swept them all away.
And you see how, Noah was out there, man, letting the people know. Noah, it was moving by the fright and fear that was installed in him through the spirit and prayer about Shema Shai, man. And for him to see, he warned people. He said, hey, this is about to happen. See, in that time, they were giving in marriage, doing what they please. The same like spirits that's here today. Okay, giving into the pleasures of their own needs, man, or their own wants. They were doing that back then in the time of Noah. Noah was diligently going on there warning people, but he would have it. They didn't take heed. So when they thought of they was like, oh man, he's just talking, he's just rambling again, because in that time, they didn't really think the sea of rain. Okay, they seen dews on the ground and they was like, that's what they were used to. But see, it got to a point where no one didn't take heed to it. Nor did he had to do on his end, okay, building that ark, and that delivered him and his family, man. Okay, Lord saved 8 people. How much more around this go around, man?
Right.
You see? Because what? The Lord is a power to be feared, man. And the great destruction that he brought upon that time was using water, which brother went into is a purifying agency. The Lord's going to use something even worse this time, which is fire. You see? And that's a purifying agency, man. And you don't want to play any part of that destruction. Because these people have no clue what's about to hit them, man. Once again, like the Lord said, he's going to come like a thief in the night, man. You see? Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. Well, you ever heard that fucking saying, like on Cartoon Network or some shit? I'm doomed. That means you're damned. You're cursed into destruction. Another way to say it modernly is you're fucked. Mm-hmm. Okay? The day where everybody's going to be fucked except for the elect, man.
Right.
Okay? That's going to be the end of this time. All right? No more fucking Kroger's, Walmart, and McDonald's after that, man.
Right.
Esau's way of living and ruling is going to come to a complete halt, and it's going to be erased forever. Then righteousness is going to spring forth out of the earth. Hey, the earth going to return to the way it naturally was. Men going to own cattle and sheep again, no? We ain't going to be fucking contributing to money, because Scripture says for the love of money is the root of all evil. You got people who worship mammon. But the only thing that's going to be worshipped in those days, after the day of doom, is going to be Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. And they have another saying, like, worldly term, they have it where day of doom, doomsday or something like that, or judgment day, This place is going to be done away with, man. And that's why we give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, man. Because we're tired of this fucking place, man.
That's right.
This place got to fucking go. All right, excuse my French, but this place got to freaking go, man. All right, this place has done so much, has played a part so much, okay, in just wickedness, man. Every time you wake up in the morning, it's just continual wickedness. You get vexed, man. You get truly vexed. But see, the best part about it, man, is this shit ain't gonna last forever. Esau got a period of time to do what he gotta do on his side. As we gotta do what we gotta do on our side, he gotta do what he gotta do on his side, man. And his terms of what he has to complete, his mission is coming to an end.
His commandment.
Yup. You see, as I always say, for Esau is the inner world and Jacob is the beginning and the following. You see, so we up next, man. I got this last scripture. We close it out. You got anything else? It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So when destruction comes like a thief in the night, when you hear and you see, then you're going to know that the Lord has set amongst you a prophet to warn you, man. Okay? I brought this out with you that elect, man.
Well, when they see these things happen, that's when they'll realize they were already warned, man.
Yep.
They're going to think, oh, shit, I didn't know this was coming. Oh. Those prophets warned us. They were actually prophets. We were warned, It's
right.
Too late by then.
That's right. So with that, once again, man, Lord wanted this lesson was edifying, to you ones who seeking the Lord in true sincerity. Get ready to close it out. We're going to go ahead by giving all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Once again, double honor to that was Apostle Great Millstone. Teach you well. Till next time we say Shalom. DT, Baba Ball, soon.